This isn't the first time I've been to Baguio. I've been here multiple times, and I'm paying a visit to the place I always go to. Welcome to Burnham Park. Burnham Park is in the middle of the city. In a bright sunny day, this will look a little cheerful. And not to mention, there's a lake on our left side. You can sometimes go boating um, if the weather permits it. However, I am simply enjoying walking around it. There's something about the lake that's making me forget things and making me remember things. I used to play here. When I was younger, I took photos of different flowers in this area. But let's give credit to the one who developed this. This was developed by a city planner named Daniel Burnham, and he's part of the City Beautiful movement. It's a movement that actually exists in America. Way back in the 1890s to the early 900s, it actually spilled forth in the Philippines. After all, we were an American colony back then. This place was developed in 1905. The thing about Mr. Daniel Burnham is that he truly believes in what he's doing. In fact, he can be quoted in one simple statement: "Make no little plans, they have no magic to stir man's blood and probably will not themselves be realized. Make big plans, aim high in hope and work, remembering that a noble logical diagram, once recorded, will never die, but long after we are gone, will be a living thing, asserting itself with ever-growing insistency. Remember that our sons and grandsons are going to do things that would stagger us." His passion for his work really reflects on this part. If you believe in what you're doing, then you're going to put a lot of effort in it, and it's going to reflect on the quality. Being a city planner is no menial task. You have to determine how to get water on top of a mountain, and water only goes downwards. Not to mention, you have to find ways to get rid of waste, sewers for that matter, and trying to find ways to find electricity to power multiple buildings in one area. It's going to be complicated. Being the architect of a city is going to be difficult. I'm not even sure if city planning is part of architecture. You have to study different cultures when doing city planning. You have to think of politics. You have to also think of social science and design science. You also need to understand the flow of traffic. And when I say traffic, I'm talking about people walking. But it is an interesting profession. So that's why I think Mr. Daniel Burnham should have his respects, especially in this case. I like to point out that you can also rent a boat and go boating in the middle of the lake. And it's not just boats, you can also rent a bicycle. In the outermost portion of this park, you'll see bicycles for rent. But I like to simply sit down on the bench and look at the lake. The idea is to get things off your chest sometimes. There's also another thing in this area that might spark your interest, and we'll get there. Burnham Park also has a skating rink. This skating rink actually grew. Actually, it was reconstructed into something bigger. I said earlier, this isn't the first time I've been to Baguio. I can remember the skating rink. It was tiny. Now it's larger and it has a cover in case of rains. This one has a lot of memories because I can imagine people enjoying their time here. This is a good place to meet your friends, especially if you're a high school student or a college student that's just nearby. I failed to show this in the video, but somewhere in the middle of this skating rink, you're going to see some bumper cars and some rides. In Christmas time, this one is well lighted up. Many people go here and really just have a good time. I can even remember the same spot I was in a few years back. Listening to some music with the headphones, and I was still using a Walkman. I can even remember the song I was listening to. It was Sting's When We Dance, and of course Fields of Gold. So every time I hear those types of music, it always brings me back to Baguio. Here's another thing. I want to drink beer, but not just any type of beer. I want to drink local beer. I'll show you a place where you can even purchase strawberry flavored beer. Just join me, and this one might take some time. Let's go. Coming from Burnham Park, we just need to travel to Quezad Road. We're going to get some beers. The beer that I want is something that might be unique only to Baguio. We're going to grab strawberry beer. And we're going to pay a visit to this location called Baguio Craft Brewery. The beers will... Actually, they have a variety of beers. From mango to strawberry to other fruit flavors. But it's not just fruit beers that they serve. They also serve ale, lager, pale pilsen, and there could be some that I may have forgotten. And this is why we're taking the effort of walking there. I'm not going to travel to that location via bicycle. Even if the distance might be a little long, it's probably not a good idea to be biking while hammered. Anyway, I still like the idea of walking long distances because sometimes it is fun. In fact, I never realized the view from this road is pretty much unique. It's like as if I'm in a suburban paradise. Not to worry, I have my umbrella. I failed to mention that they also serve IPA. IPA means Indian Pale Ale. Now, going back to the beers that I have in mind, I know IPA is a little bitter, while lager tastes like grain. I have to say it really tastes like wheat in my opinion. Pale Pilsen is a common concoction in the Asian region, just like in Thailand and of course the Philippines. I am also going to that location because I'm planning to take some beers in cans and take it home to some of my friends. There's a term called pasalubong. It's like free giveaway every time you just came back home from a faraway place. That will be one of my pasalubongs here in the Philippines. Unfortunately, I won't be able to purchase the strawberry beer. The only thing that I can purchase is lager in cans. Nothing wrong with that. I do prefer lager sometimes. And once we're just travel along this Aspiras-Palispis highway and we'll reach the Baguio Craft Brewery. In fact, I can already see it. It's in front of us. That building on the left side, that's where it is. And if you see that sign, you know it's the Baguio Craft Brewery. Now that we're here, let's look at the place. So like I said before, that green building, that's where the Baguio Craft Brewery is located at. And when we enter the vicinity, you're going to be greeted with a slightly tall stairway. But I like to look at the side because there's something about this building that's giving me acrophobia. It feels like as if we're in a high area, and it is. In fact, I think it's actually built on a cliff. Let's have a look down. This place is a little high. Now, once we enter the bar, I'm not going to describe what the beer tastes like, even if I already know the different tastes of different beers. I want you to come here and taste it for yourself, because this is what it looks like. It's a cozy place, and you can see the different taps, and I want you to enjoy. I assure you, you won't be disappointed. Have a nice day.